Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL Activity.
And a big thanks to Robert and the rest of the management and staff here at Brandon Hyundai in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Robert.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Santa Cruz has been Hyundai's compact pickup since 2022. Facelifted this year for 2025, getting a new grille, front bumper, and lighting elements outside, with a completely revised interior with a significant upgraded material quality, as well as a new layout with integrated dual 12.3-inch screens. There are 5 trims available for the 2025 Santa Cruz and 2 engine options. The top XRT and limited trims get Hyundai's powerful 2.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder, with the lower and more cost-friendly 3 trims getting Hyundai's tried and proven naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. Ranging from the $29,000 base SE up to the top $43,000 limited, with the SEL Activity that we have here sitting right in the middle with a $35,000 base price. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So you mentioned updated grille, updated lights. There's still LEDs, headlamps in each corner, dual projectors, or actually quad projectors in each corner, also updated for the 2025 model year, and the updated daytime runners as part of the grille. The previous pre-facelifted grille had like double the lights here, so if you somehow managed to crack those lights, it was a very costly fix. Now with about half the lights, should be a little bit more consumer friendly if anything does happen. We get the matte finish for the grille itself, ton of airflow for the radiator for this naturally aspirated 2.5-liter, a little bit of plastic cladding for the wheel well area and rocker panel side skirts. The wheel and tire setup, we have different rims for the 2025 Santa Cruz. They're still black and silver contrasted with the same tire setup. They're Kumho Cruz all-season tires. Dimensions are 245/60 R18s. The 245 wide tires with the standard all-wheel drive, or not standard all-wheel drive, but with this equipped all-wheel drive, should have no problem putting the power down, and the 60 sidewall tires should keep this ride quality nice and plush. We have body color mirrors with LED turn signals on them, blind spot monitoring on the glass. We have smart access for the driver and a front passenger, all black trim for the window trim, blacked out pillars, tints, roof rails, sunroof, and shark fin style antenna. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile of this 2025 Santa Cruz. Nothing really changes from the side profile side of things, and with the rear end styling, the major exterior changes happen up front. We get the same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Hopefully you guys can pick up the rear suspension, and the only difference back here is the smaller rear brake caliper. With the SEL Activity, we get the retractable tonneau cover and a really useful bed, as you'll see in 1 second. We get the bumper steps to get inside a little bit easier. Shout out Brandon Hyundai in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. We get the Santa Cruz etched into the tailgate. Hyundai right above the backup camera, H-track to signify the all-wheel drive. We get incandescent taillights, I believe, but they have a very nice LED look to them. We can drop this tailgate right down. It is hydraulically assisted, as you guys can see. We can open up this retractable tonneau cover, probably the biggest reason to go with that SEL Activity package, because it is waterproof, keeping everything you have down here nice and safe. And if you want an extra layer of waterproofness, we get this pretty large in-bed trunk. I'll leave a link right here, show you exactly how much space is in here, and it's hydraulically assisted. We get the box lighting too, the click of a button. I believe the previous SEL Activity, you can only turn on the LED box lights from the inside. We get more waterproof storage in each corner. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. I'm not going to show you the opposite side. Hopefully you get a good idea with the in-bed rail system as well. Very convenient here on this SEL Activity package. And as you'll see when we take a step inside, it is really loaded compared to the previous model. We can also lock this tonneau cover so people that are walking by your Santa Cruz don't have access to what's in your bed. And it's all locked up. We can lift this bed right back up, or tailgate right back up, take a step back and squat down, take a quick look at the exhaust tip for this 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. Speaking of the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, let's fire it up. And here she sounds. All right guys, that was the sound of the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder sold by Hyundai for the 2025 Santa Cruz, and it sounds okay, cranking out 191 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque, Made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to all 4 wheels. You can expect 0 to 60 in the mid to high 8-second range, making it not the best performer. It's okay on fuel, averaging around 24 combined MPGs, but it's a very practical vehicle at around the sub $35,000 base price point, around 37, 38. You should be able to pick one of these up out the door. A lot of practicality for that money. If you want something with more performance, you can upgrade to the turbo, maybe upgrade to something in the mid-size segment, and then you can go up to the full-size segment where the trucks will go up to 6 figures. But around $35,000, $36,000, definitely a decent amount of practicality here, and you're about to see some serious upgrades when it comes to materials. Up top, we had soft touch. The previous SEL Activity just had hard plastic up top and in the center, now with stitching and padding in the middle area. Gushy soft leather armrest, also was not leather for the pre-facelift. We had Auto One touch up front, power windows out rear, aluminum door handle, new design for the 4-way adjustable mirrors, and leather stitching for where your knee will often hit. Same storage capability, same sound system. You got to upgrade to the higher trims to go with the Bose. The seats are pretty decent upgrade here. We did not get the leather seats on the pre-facelifted model. I don't believe these are genuine leather seats, but they're still a huge upgrade compared to the cloth. We get lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. And taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So all of these are major changes for the Santa Cruz. This isn't anything that we haven't seen throughout the rest of Hyundai's lineup over the last few years. With the dual 12.3-inch screens, updated style steering wheel. We don't get a leather wrapped steering wheel. I do wish that was included in the upgraded features here, but we do get this updated shape. Updated center horn area too. The horn, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We'll do a window check. We don't get dual panes. We'll see how the wind noise is when we take it out for a drive. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have our infotainment adjustments, cruise control, and lane keep assist. On the right side, AM, FM Sirius, voice commands with our volume and skip, hang up and answer your phone calls, and favorites. The infotainment adjustments, right now we're looking at tire pressure, power distribution, trip computer, since refueling, since last reset, and right back to where we started. We can also check out our advanced safety features screen, right back where we were. Digital speedo on the left side, tach on the right, fuel level beneath the speedo, coolant temperature beneath the tach. You see the temperature outside. The stocks have a satisfying click. Auto headlamps, auto high beams. We don't get the blind spot cameras here on the SEL Activity. I believe that's available on the XRT and up. We also don't get rain sensitive wipers, also to be expected. Tilt and telescoping steering column, traction control, box lighting, interior brightness, and aluminum outline for the air vents. Also wasn't there on the pre-facelift. Fuse box, hood latch release. Hopefully you guys get a good look at the pedals. Stitching for the dashboard. We already showed you guys the digital gauge display. Let's check out the infotainment screen. Touch screen, you have your FM, phone projection, valet mode, vehicle diagnostics. No navigation here, unfortunately. Got to go up to the higher trims to get the factory navigation, but we get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Aluminum air vents beneath it. Shortcuts if you don't want to get fingerprints all over the touchscreen. The volume dial has a nice premium feel. Dual zone automatic climate control also wasn't available on the pre-facelift. I actually believe for the 2023 and 2024 model, it also wasn't available on the pre-facelift up until the 2024 model, I believe. I think the 2024 model included auto climate control, but not with this touch-sensitive layout. Dual USB-C ports, 12 volt with a push of a button, wireless phone charging pad, a little bit of additional storage next to it. The gear selector controlling the 8-speed automatic transmission. Super high resolution backup camera with guidance lines and trajectory. We can check out the different views, wider view, and the over-the-top trailer hitch view. Nice and convenient. Manual shift controls in the improper directions. We don't get paddle shifters here, but not a big deal with this relatively underpowered, naturally aspirated power plant. You'll fit 24 to 32 ounce bottles with no problem. Drive mode selector or drive modes include snow, smart, sport, and normal. We'll start off in normal, try out sport, and just see what the differences are. Center locking differential, hill descent control, access your camera at all times, and auto hold for the electronic parking brake. We get a leather stitched center console area. With the click of a button, we can check out the space. A little bit of additional storage. You'll fit business cards, coins in this pocket, and you'll fit probably 8 16-ounce cans in the console itself. The glove box above it, we have this nice phone holder with stitching, nice rubberized tray area, damped glove box. You'll fit 15 to 20 license plates, should fit 5 Harry Potter books, 2 pairs of shoes with no problem. Just about a frameless rear view mirror. It's not auto dimming though. The interior lights are LED. Sunroof, we've had that on the previous SEL Activity. The glass going into the roof itself. See if it goes out any further. It does not. But towards the end of the front row, we can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Tampa, Florida. Sunny and 80 degrees according to this 2025 Santa Cruz. We can shut this roof right up though. Let's take a quick look at the window stickers, see any features I may have missed on this 2025 Santa Cruz SEL Activity all-wheel drive. The base price right under 35,000 bucks. You guys can pause, take a look at all the standard features. It comes loaded. I just wish it had a little bit more of a powerful engine. I don't necessarily want the turbo. I just wish we had a little bit more power than what we have here with 190 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque, and about a 9-second 0 to 60 time. 155 bucks for the bed mat, 40 bucks for the first aid kit, 235 for the fitted liners, $80 for the cargo net in the bed, 70 bucks for the wheel locks, $14.50 for the destination charge, totaling us out a tick under 37,000 bucks. 24 combined MPGs, 21 in the city, 29 on the highway. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat at least, this 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL Activity. Let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there. Before we take a step out back, we get a push to open gas cap, still no easy fill, and 87 octane acceptable for this naturally aspirated power plant. Out back, up top, hard plastic, just like on the pre-facelift, with soft materials in the center and a gushy soft leather armrest. That was a hard plastic feature on the pre-facelift. Second row seats is still continuing with the leather. You can lift them up with this latch with a little bit of additional factory storage down below. I don't believe these seats can be dropped down in this direction, but they do lift up and looks like a pretty decent amount of legroom. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have about 2-3 inches of knee room, about 3 inches of headroom. So if you're under 6'4", 6'5", you should be able to comfortably sit in the back of this SEL Activity with no problem. And with this upgrade in materials, it's definitely more comfortable. We get air vents. That was not there for the pre-facelift on the SEL Activity. We get 2 USB-C ports, map pocket behind the passenger seat, no map pocket behind the driver. The interior lights back here are LED. We get a hook on the driver's side grab handle, no hook on the passenger side. Center cubby armrest, let's take a quick look. Leather outlined, you'll fit 16 to 24 ounce bottles. Definitely a big upgrade in comfort with the leather armrest and with the air vents. Big thumbs up to Hyundai. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of the all-new facelifted 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz. And it was already a really impressive little pickup for the money. It wasn't never as fast as the Maverick, but it's always been a significant upgrade in materials, styling, and overall comfort. That's still the case, but now we have an even bigger upgrade when it comes to comfort and materials with the leather seats, dual zone automatic climate control, retractable tonneau cover, and an upgrade in looks with maybe not as many lights, love it or hate it, but it's gonna be a little bit cheaper to replace, less lights to potentially break, and it does have a little bit more of a rugged look up front. Performance-wise though, not much changes numbers-wise, but let's take this 2025 Santa Cruz SEL Activity out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the only 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL Activity. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. First impressions, throttle response is pretty good, but there's just not that much power in this naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Steering feels nice and on center. Response is solid. There's no issue with the response. Ride quality is great. Brakes feel really good. About third throttle. Picks up fine. Bump, brakes, and throwing it in a little bit quicker than we should. Limited body roll, there is some, but nothing too terrible. You can try it out in sport, see what changes up. Revs immediately increase, steering gets a tiny bit heavier. Not a major difference, but there is some difference nevertheless. Soft line on the gas. Nothing too crazy, but you look down and you are moving, rides over the bumps really well through the turn. A little bit of push, but on the gas. Woo. It's fine. Sounds okay too. Brakes feel good. We can take it out of sport. That's just not what this vehicle is about. But in normal mode, steering gets a little bit lighter again. Throttle response is still good. It gets better in sport. But it's good in normal. The ride quality is very good. Noticeably better ride quality compared to the Maverick. Quieter ride. Everything about this truck is better than the Maverick except for the base power plant's performance. Brakes, hit this bump a little quicker than we should. I mean, you hear a little bit, but you really don't feel a whole lot. Hyundai did a great job with the ride quality of this pickup. Taking a step out here, about half throttle. It's fine, but when it comes to performance, fine is probably as far as I would say. I would like to see a little bit more power out of this base power plant, but the ride, excellent. Throwing it in, feels good. The initial punch with this 2.5 feels actually stronger than the turbo. It's just with the turbo, of course, once the boost kicks in, it's not even really comparable. But as far as the vehicle itself, the steering feels really good, the throttle is responsive, brakes are really good. Very good handling for a pickup. It is a compact pickup, but still very good handling for it. And as you'll see, once we get up to highway speeds, surprisingly quiet. Let this Odyssey pass. Take a step out here, open her up a little bit more on the gas. I mean, it may take its time, but it does get up there eventually. I can see 0 to 60 with a good launch happening under 9 seconds. So, of course, definitely not a great performer, but it performs fine. The active steering, as you guys can see, Hyundai has some of the best active steering in the business. Even through the turn, we'll go up here, and it'll keep us directly centered in the lane. And at highway speeds, as you guys can hear, it's still really quiet in here. We don't have dual pane windows, but I don't really hear any wind noise, and with these thick sidewall tires, you don't really hear any road noise. This is a very well refined pickup truck. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a practical vehicle with four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, that can comfortably seat 5 adults, large full-size adults, you want to emphasize the practicality aspect. A compact SUV does not have the space that you need, but you don't want to pay more than compact SUV money. At $35,000 for the base price, this is an unbelievable value. I'm seeing $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 discounts. You can probably get this for sticker out the door, if not less. At that price point, you're sitting about $6,000, $7,000 cheaper than the turbocharged version of the Santa Cruz. You're sitting about $2,000 or $3,000 cheaper than a similarly equipped Maverick. The Maverick will have a turbocharged power plant. It will feel noticeably stronger. I will not argue that, but it also will not feel nearly as premium as the truck that we're sitting in right now. If you're looking for a premium way into a super practical vehicle that costs less than $35,000 for the base price and has about 25 mpgs, all-wheel drive, and comfortable seating for 5 full-size adults, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2025 Santa Cruz, and I would recommend paying a little bit extra, a couple $1,000s extra, and get it with the SEL Activity, because this has just about everything you could possibly want or need from a daily drivable pickup truck. And a big thanks to Robert and the rest of the management and staff here at Brandon Hyundai in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Robert, and a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.